Hello. I actually turned the light on for this time, so it wasn't that it was already on. You should feel good or special. I don't know. Maybe I should feel special because I'm actually upholding some kind of standard. Well, not really. I am still refusing to face the light, so there is that. Anyway, so today was fun. Helped move some furniture for my sister and brother-in-law. That's always fun. But the big thing is, the new Mario Golf got here today. And it was a lot of fun. Notice I say was. That's not because it stopped being fun. It's because I managed to finish the adventure mode in one sitting. Yeah. I'm still kind of sorting myself on all of this because if you want to directly compare it to, the amount of content in it right now to its immediate predecessor, World Tour on the 3DS, World Tour vastly eclipses Superstar Rush, or whatever the hell it's called. But this particular title is the first one to break tradition of just keeping the previous system and improving on it in some small way. From the original Mario Golf to at least on the at least the major releases that I'm aware of. And what I mean by that is there's a couple of the Game Boy Advance releases or whatever that I'm not familiar with, but we'll just say the full 3D Mario Golf games. The original set the standard. Toadstool Tour on the GameCube added top spin and backspin, as well as full-on gimmick courses, as far as or at least gimmicks in courses. As far as the Toadstool, the Mushroom King, the one that's based around Peach's Castle has warp pipes in it that you can hit and use, actually. Then you go up to World Tour on 3DS, and you have a full little adventure mode based around a Mii character, with 3 standard courses and 6 full-on gimmick courses, each having its own little thing. The first one has zip pads, like boost pads that make your ball go real far on the ground. Second one had some bounce pads and stuff. One of them's entirely underwater. Just all, a bunch of crazy little things. And the adventure mode had a bunch of plethora of customization for your Mii character, in the way of both, you had tops, so overshirts, you had pants, you had undershirts and tights to wear under your pants, your gloves, your hat, your ball, and your clubs all set differently to and each one had unique stats. I mean, several different, obviously with that many different clothing items, sets are going to fall in the same pool. But still there was, that's kind of good because you're not stuck with an ugly shirt just because it gives you the best stats. You will eventually unlock, other shirts that you may like. While a lot of that is gone in the new one, it is replaced with a level-based system on your Mii. So you level up, earn points, and put those points into stats as you choose. So, the other thing is what I thought was just going to be a little party mode gimmick, which is the having to run after your ball, is really it's really a core part of the adventure mode. And frankly, I enjoy it a good bit. You can still just play a normal round of golf. Absolutely no having to chase your ball and stuff. Straight from the main menu even. But, a lot of the adventure, but of course the adventure mode is going to focus on a lot of the new things. Another big thing is the basic concept is more or less the same when it comes to setting up a shot. The specifics of it have been completely revamped. One really big point being spin, curving your ball and stuff has been drastically improved. Well, I say improved. I suppose the word I should be using is changed. I say improved because, especially at higher levels, you have a lot more control over your ball. Like I said, when you have high enough spin to have the max amount, you have 4 sections in the thing, and you can set all of them to do curve and stuff in different directions if you're swift enough and everything. So you can get real crazy with some trick shots. The adventure mode itself is fun. My only complaint with it is I wish some of the mechanics were introduced a little earlier. There's a type of golf mode that I really enjoy that you only get to play around with once, and it's actually after the course after that you learn some shots that would really make that golf type a lot more fun. Granted, this could be specifically with the intention of having me go back and play it again, because I do want to do that. Another thing that's missing is there's not a lot of this is the first one that's kind of missing just single player challenges like ring golf and stuff like that. Slots, club slots. But we do know from the start that Nintendo intends to, at the very least, we know their intention is to add new courses and new playable characters. So, and while they didn't expressly say it, maybe some new game modes, or that one new game mode that I liked a lot is only implemented one time, and that's no fun, because I really liked it. I'm not going into specifics because this is such a new game. And I don't feel like editing in anything to flag the spoilers. But I do genuinely think it was fun enough. It is fun enough that I'll pick up and play it. But I am kind of bummed that I finished the adventure mode so quickly, and that there wasn't anything after. I was kind of hoping there'd be some post stuff, but there is not, that I have found anyway. But it's gorgeous. It plays extremely well. It's really fun. And I'm not having like buyer's remorse or anything. But yeah, here's hoping Nintendo's got a steady drip feed of stuff doing. If they support this game a quarter as well as they supported things like Splatoon, everything will be fine. Hopefully this sells well enough to encourage them to give it a lot of support, so that over the next year or so there will be not a lot of times where there's some extra little stuff, because knowing me, I'll probably revisit and completely replay the adventure mode. But yeah, it's still a lot of fun. And if you've never played a Mario Golf before, it's definitely worth your time. I know the Switch has a fairly solid install base, so if you've got a Switch, you've never played a Mario Golf, it's definitely worth your time, I think. But take that with the grain of salt that I say that as a long-time fan of the series. And I liked Death Stranding, so I mean, maybe I'm just weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm tired. It's worth noting that I stayed up about an hour longer than I wanted to do one more course, not realizing it was going to be the last one. So, take the brevity thing with a grain of salt as well. How Long to Beat puts it at 8 hours or so. Yeah, I just wish there was more content outside of adventure mode. But then again, I haven't really gone looking. So, maybe just playing some rounds with Mario characters instead of my Mii and all will be enough. We shall see. Because you do earn individually, instead of leveling them up like you do your Mii character, you do earn points every round you play that will eventually unlock better club sets for them. So, who knows? Maybe that'll be enough. But yeah, that was my day. And my pseudo review of Mario Golf, I suppose. Good night. Catch you all tomorrow.